Hello Gemini and welcome to my channel. I am Ashley. I have to apologize. I just had to restart this video. The energies that are coming in for you guys are very there's a lot of wand energy coming in, a lot of fire energy, and I'm getting a lot of messages intuitively, and I basically spent 5 minutes not being able to speak, and I realized that I cannot do that. So nobody's gonna watch this video if I can't if I bumble over my words for 15 minutes. So unfortunately I just shuffled, so I don't have that, I don't have that for you, but I promise it just happened. For your overall energy, guys, I have to explain this before I go along. My guides are saying to explain it. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I understand the traditional tarot definitions of what's going on with the cards, but those cards and those definitions were made during an emotional dark age, and we're no longer in that. We're moving out of that, and it is about intuition and about what is best for you. So for you guys, Gemini, there's a lot of intuition coming here. There's a lot of messages from my guides coming in, and it's not going to be necessarily about what the cards are supposed to depict in the traditional tarot for your sign, especially this month. So for your overall energy, we have Two of Fire, and this for me is not the traditional tarot. I've never felt the traditional tarot meaning for the Two of Fire, which is the Two of Wands, and they're telling me that my interpretation is true to this card for the people that end up coming to me for guidance that the Two of Wands or Two of Fire brings. For me, the Two of Fire, the Two of Wands, is Hecate going down into the underworld, helping Demeter go find Persephone. And Hecate brought the two torches down. She was the only one who would go with Demeter down into the underworld to find Persephone, but she lit the way. She lit the way with her two torches, and was that strength for the Demeter, was that way shower for Demeter, was that she was that light for Demeter to be able to have the strength and the ability to get to Persephone. So for you guys this month, it is about being that strength for yourself, being that person of light for yourself. Bring light to yourself. Have strength within yourself this month, in the month of June, to stand up and be. They keep on saying, be the light. Be the light within yourself for yourself. You have a lot of wand energy in your spread this month. So you guys, it's not going to be an easy month for you, but you can get through it as long as you remember that you are the torchbearer. You are Hecate. Hecate is also, like, they talk about her being like the first witch. So you guys have that power to manifest within yourself the things that you want. But you need to realize that you are the one that's going to bring it to yourself this month by having that strength and having that knowing within yourself that you are the light for you and for the rest of the world. But it is about being that for yourself first, and then being it for others second. So in your spiritual path, we actually have the Four of Wands. This is an amazing card. It's a foundational card, and it's also, they talk about the Four of Wands being 1111. So this is a celebration within your spiritual path. So whatever you got through in May, whatever you went through in May, we all went through a lot in May, but whatever you went through in May, Gemini, it's about you celebrating that and having that firm and positive foundation going forward within that. Your struggle this month in your spiritual path, though, it is the Five of Cups. And here's the thing that I love about the Five of Cups is that it's not necessarily a card of conflict. It's just a card of perspective, in my intuitive opinion. So here's the thing. This dude's looking at these three spilled cups, or these three cups that are empty, but he doesn't realize that there's 2 full ones here behind him. So it's all about perspective. You can look at, and you know, especially we just got out of the 5th month. So you can look at the 5th month and be like, that was horrible. That was really, really hard. Like, what is the spiritual path if it's going to be that way all the time? It's not going to be that way all the time. We all go through, you know, ups and downs like a roller coaster within any of our paths. Especially spiritually. So you can look at it and be like, those 3 cups are rough. Or you can turn around and be like, okay, the next 2 cups are going to be so much easier because I was already through the worst. So nothing can be worse than that now. In celebrating the fact that that nothing can be worse than what you went through. This is actually a conversation I've had with many people lately. Like, there's nothing that can, no matter how much we get thrown off balance and have those tower moments and death moments in the future, what we've been through in the past has already, you know, it's already the worst thing that could happen to us. So it's one of those things that, like, don't let your ego come in and be like, oh, what is the spiritual path if it's all grief and pain? Because it's not. It's about, you know, having that unconditional love, having that light for yourself, and realizing that you have to go through some moments of grief and pain to get to that love and to get to light. So for your physical path, we have the 5 of Wands. Again, this is not only like your physical body, but physicality. And I really feel like this is both for you guys. Like, watch for conflict within both of those sectors. So in the 3D, in physicality, and in your physical body, because sometimes our physical bodies are telling us something that we're ignoring. So we want to be, instead of being in this conflict, in this 5 of Wands energy, we want to be in harmony with ourselves and with our outer world. So, and again, it starts in the inside. So eat good food, be gentle with yourself, be kind with yourself, celebrate yourself instead of just letting, don't push, the celebration off if you have something to celebrate. And, it's one of those things of having, conflict. There's good conflict with other people, but there's, many of us run from conflict and don't really understand that there can be good conflict, so we don't really know how to deal with the conflict when it comes up. So there's many online resources for that, to be able to have good conflict with people, because you're always going to have conflict with people. You are not somebody else is not you. So you're part of them and they're part of you when it comes to oneness, but you're going to have different opinions and different experiences, so you're not going to 100% gel with somebody else. So it's important to know how to deal with conflict in a good way. You have Page of Pentacles as your struggle within the physical sector. And I really feel like that this is, it's the Page of Pentacles is about, Pentacles are about abundance. And the Page of Pentacles is about, like, she's a messenger, and she's also like a student. So they're telling me, like, what knowledge do you need to bring into your physical world to create that abundance within yourself? And abundance doesn't necessarily mean finances. Abundance is love. Abundance is, it's self-worth, it's self-care for yourself. Abundance in knowledge, abundance in your spiritual path, in your spiritual body, abundance is many things. So it doesn't necessarily have to be finances, even though it's the Pentacles, which is naturally like a finance card. People look at it as a finance card, but what are you struggling with trying to gain more knowledge with? What are you struggling with trying to be that student with? It's a good, maybe it's that conflict sector. What are you struggling with that you can gain more knowledge from that will help you in the long run? For your guidance this month, we have Archangel Azrael and we have comfort. So Archangel Azrael says, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So again, be gentle with yourself. Give yourself that self-care no matter what it is. And, give yourself those comforts. So And comfort can mean anything. It can be like, I absolutely love spending more time in the shower because that's comforting for me. So if I have an extra 10 minutes, like I'll just spend it in the shower. Or if I, really feel, whether I'm happy or sad, like I always go for chocolate because chocolate is comforting for me. So it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to spend $50 or $100 on massage. If you have that extra, great. But you don't necessarily have to do that. You can also, they're showing me a vision of somebody reading a book with some tea and or coffee next to them. Comfort can be the simplest things that don't have to cost money, but it could also be, if you have that to spend. But it's one of those things that we all need a little bit of comfort, and maybe it's just a little bit of alone time this month for you to be with yourself. For your emotional path, we have the Knight of Wands. Again, lots of wand energy here for you guys for the month of June, Gemini. And the Knight of Wands is that fast moving, like, I'm going to take action. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get everything done in the first 5 days of the month type energy, which is fantastic for things that need that quick, especially for emotions. Sometimes we need that quick reaction. But your struggle this month is going to be the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is the emotional, Cups is the emotional path in tarot. And the Knight of Cups, he is not fast moving. He is patient, he is methodical, and he knows his emotions, and he trusts that he can get them under control. So here's the thing. Even though this is going to be you this month, what are you not having patience with emotionally? What are you not seeing within yourself emotionally that you are just flying past and not dealing with? What do you need to deal with? What do you need to slow down and deal with this month inside of you? Something that we all need to do, but especially when we don't do our healing work, we can't move beyond the spot that we are now. And doesn't matter if we have that fast moving energy or not. If we're moving, they're reminding me of divine masculine, divine feminine. If we're moving in an action, slow or fast, but we are missing pieces of that action, it's not inspired action, and it just falls flat. So here's the thing, guys, it's not about you moving fast, because you'll move fast when it's time for you to move fast, but it's about not missing the things along the way that you need to deal with within this fast energy. So moving on to your mental path, we have the Seven of Swords. And then we have the Seven of Wands for your struggle sector. And the reason why I'm talking about these together is because they're like your emotional path, they're very married. Seven of Wands is about this dude taking, he's taking what he can carry, but he's so worried and has a lot of anxiety about what he's leaving behind. And the Seven of Wands in your struggle sector with your mental path is about you struggling with standing up for yourself and for your beliefs. And here's the thing, this doesn't necessarily have to deal with other people. I feel like there's a portion of you Geminis that it's going to be dealing with standing up for yourself with other people, and letting those other people know, no, I have exactly what I need, I am enough, and I don't need those extra 2 swords. I am not going to worry about those extra 2 swords. That is not part of my path. But there's also a fraction or a portion of you guys, I kind of feel like it's a half and half this month, which I'm not surprised because you guys are twins. So, but I feel like about half of you guys, it's about standing up for yourself within yourself. Your ego can tell you all it wants that you are less than because you don't have those 2 swords with you, that you are not worthy because you don't have those 2 swords with you. but you need to stand up for yourself, within your ego. Be Hecate for yourself. Be that torch bearer for yourself and say, you know what? Just because I don't have these other two swords that are here does not mean that I am less than. Does not mean that I am unworthy. And it's not about like cutting out, like killing your ego and cutting it out. I really like what the Buddha says is, you know, you being able to overcome your ego is not about killing it. It's about, you know, when it knocks on the door, you invite it in like an old friend. So let your ego know that you no longer agree with what it's saying, and you're not going to take what it's saying as your truth anymore. And if the ego wants to keep on being part of yourself in your life, your ego needs to change. So don't let your ego run, sorry, it just froze, but don't let your ego run the show and let you only think of these last two swords. Realize that you have so much to give, and that there's so much within you for yourself and others within those first 5 swords. Stand up for it and understand that seriously, I cannot say it enough. I know everybody from, I have people in my life from every zodiac, and some of the best, most caring, nurturing people, and just best people full of love that I've ever known are Geminis. And you guys, I cannot like send you enough love, because you guys are so full of just amazingness and grace. And my life wouldn't be the same if I didn't have Geminis in my life. So guys, remember, and maybe it's that, maybe you need to see yourself as others see you in that positive way, and not let your ego overtake those versions of you. So if you're having a rough time with, your path this month, go ask somebody who really loves you, not somebody who is in their ego, but somebody who has good boundaries and really loves you. Ask them their opinion of you and take it with love. Take it with love. So your guidance for this month is from Archangel Metatron. It is chakra clearing, and this, I can tell you right now, Metatron helps me with chakra clearing too, and it is absolutely amazing. But it says, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. It's one of those things too, like, going back to this page, like, is there more healing modalities that you can bring in for yourself? That sacred geometry, the crystals, more spiritual, esoteric things that you can bring in to help you this month. It's up to you guys what you want to bring in, but there's a lot of healing stuff out there, from energy work to chakra clearing to sacred geometry to crystals. So be gentle with yourself and give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself some celebration for how far you've come, and be excited about what June can bring you. So that you can be the Queen of Earth. This is your outcome card, guys. The Queen of Earth is the Queen of Pentacles. So she is solid. She is a very gentle queen, and she's solid in the fact that she can bring abundance of anything, especially love, to herself without any effort. So be that Queen of Pentacles, or the Queen of Earth, where she's gentle with other people. She's gentle with herself. She's understanding and caring and compassionate. But she also can bring that to herself, not only in the physicality, but in her physical self too. So love yourselves this month, Geminis. You guys are amazing. If you guys want more from me, I do daily videos, I do weekly videos, and a lot of extra content on my Patreon page. So please find me there. If not, I will see you next month. But have a happy June, guys. Have a good one. Bye.